Greetings, my Virgos. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do your bonus for the month of May 2020. This will be for my Virgos by Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. So stay tuned to see if any of the messages resonate with you. Today we are going to be reading for you guys with the Tarot of the Orisha. Give me 1 second. I don't know. Just trying to find a nice little track tune here. Now, let's go ahead and start looking at the energies between you and another person. All right, let's see what we've got here. Spirit, allow me to channel these messages correctly and accurately for those who need to hear it, okay? Be it the Virgo or the cross watcher who's able to use their discernment. The discernment to decide which way the story applies and what does not apply. Okay. So the card that popped out is the enslaved prisoner. Let's see what else we have along with the enslaved prisoner. Go ahead and show you this card. I know this just might be my deck today. Undines and Mermaids. And Orisha. Energy between you and another person. This is a connection that's going to take both of you to give more, okay? You're going to have to open up more, be more vulnerable, be willing to take a risk for something that you know in your heart feels good. Because I feel as though this relationship that seems to have very slow mobility or is even maybe stagnant at that, you know, it's making both of you feel sort of trapped. It feels like, you know, you're not being true to yourself and to how you feel because you want to give to this connection. Now, if there are two egos, and not like in a terrible way, but you know, two egos, if they're kind of at odds with one another or clashing, to where one person's afraid to say how they feel and so is the other, and one person is afraid to show how they feel and so is the other, and so on and so forth. Like, this is a time where you can really do something about it to save the relationship. It's not to say that you two wouldn't be friends anymore or be in each other's lives, but the relationship on the level to which you want it, you know, you're gonna have to set yourself free and take a chance, okay? The universe is saying that it's time. This is something that you have prayed for. Many of you, especially if you're spiritual, you've given offerings to Spirit to have things flourish with you and another person. Like, you did some spiritual workings, okay? You might have lit a candle, you might have written a petition. I'm strongly getting this is someone, I feel, also along with this, who you're wanting to make these changes, Virgo, because they do make you feel free, and you can be exposed, and you can be vulnerable, and you can be transparent, you can be yourself. You feel that, though it's something that you're still working towards. You know, you're working towards it because you already have that understanding of how this person liberates you. You may have been a person who was always emotionally and mentally trapped before you met this person, okay? Maybe not believing in your self-worth, or that someone could love you so much. You might have dealt with a lot of hurt in the past, a lot of people that have taken advantage of you, And this is familial, and this is with friends, and this is in love too, because it'll all pour over. Our experiences will all pour over, you know? Like familiarly, for example, what a daughter experiences with her dad, or a father through the mother, or, you know, the same gendered parent and child, it'll affect you in love and how you take on relationships and things like that. So I just want to let y'all know that this is more than just failed relationships or failed endeavors with people that you've dated, so on and so forth. You know, you have a lot that's been on your plate for many of you from a very young age, okay? And maybe when it came to love, you've just shown the best side of yourself. You didn't want people to see your flaws or see, your scorn, because you felt like it made you weak, or that people wouldn't love you or endear you or find you attractive. But at the same time, you have to know and remember that someone's going to have to love all of you to truly love you. And putting our best foot forward only gets us so far. We have to put both feet forward. And now I feel like, you're able to put both feet forward because you feel that you can trust this person to care and treat everything that you're sharing with dignity and respect. You might think this person is, at times when you go back and forth within the insecurities of your mind, a player or too smooth, or like, it's just too good to be true with this person. And I think it's not. Again, it's time that we come into taking a chance, okay? I feel like you're noticing that you're able to do for someone and have them truly appreciate it. Just wanted to note that. Ooh, what do we got here? Got the devil here. So yeah, this is you as you were getting away from toxic energies and patterns and ways of thinking, okay, to come into a relationship that's going to fully serve you. Zapana Shapana. This is the card of healing. Any mental dis-ease that you've had, any type of stress or burden that you've carried that has been physically manifested into your life, okay? What you're finding is you're going to heal yourself from that toxic connection, feeling like the outcast, again, feeling like no one can appreciate you, understand you, or love you truly the way you deserve to be so. Then we have the Five of Earth. So let's go ahead and finish building this spread, because I see what we've got here. Eight of Fire and a message from air. Eight of Fire and a message from air is saying that you're going to be receiving messages, okay? Moon at the bottom of the deck. You are going to be receiving messages. As you already have been, you'll continue to receive messages about, whether it's through dream or through things that people say to you, about how this connection is something that you know to be divine, okay? And now you have an opportunity to recreate yourself and align with something new. Beautiful energies. Let's go ahead and pull some chakra wisdom and see what we've got here. Dissipating in instinct and facade. So here we go, y'all. And when it comes to the dissipation of things, what you're seeing is through the healing process, the extra baggage that has been carried away, honestly, okay? You've been complacent for too long in this, and now what you're doing is the work to allow these things to dissipate and fade. Instinct is bringing you towards something or someone that is a very profound connection. And with this facade energy, you're able to drop that demeanor, like what we talked about in the beginning of the reading. Two people afraid to tell each other how they really feel. Two people afraid to show one another how they really feel. You're going to end up dropping that facade because you're going to feel compelled and drawn like closer to this person. I want to see if you have anything around you that could be of any distraction, and what deck are we going to use for that? Golden Tarot seems to be calling the name. Y'all know this is one of my favorites too, so. It's a very thick deck. Like, sometimes I feel like it takes a while to shuffle. And I just thought about it. I know what it sounds like. I said, y'all. Get your mind out the gutter. The Empress. The Four of Swords. The Chariot. So I think that there's nothing standing in your way here but you. Okay? And once you do lay all of these things to rest, as we talked about in the Dissipation card and even a little bit before, the Four of Swords is saying it as well, like as you put these things to rest, you allow things to move forward. Okay? No more being in a period of stagnancy. Okay? When we talk about that immobility, the Chariot doesn't start off moving. You know, it's a building to that point to feel brave enough and strong enough to get those wheels turning. It's balancing out two sides, opposing actions or thoughts, or opposing actions and thoughts. You know, the Chariot, as you would usually see it depicted, two animals, one black and one white, and you know that represents the yin and yang. It represents like one of the internal battles that you go through before the sunshine comes out and you're able to move things forward. It represents that storm in a way, you know. But you're definitely ready to go ahead and ride the storm. Now, one thing about this Chariot card, as it is designed a little bit differently here, what we'll notice is that platform's already in the water. She's looking back, okay, with this crest here. She sees that there's a conquering and an overcoming and a perseverance that's been had here. So already in the waters, she's ready. Like it's a little closer to embarking on that journey than just the stillness of the traditional Chariot card. So expect for things to be moving forward. Expect to have the courage that you fully need after you see this reading. Whenever, you know, you do, this could be just the last little nudge that you need to open up, because it's likely gonna have to be you that does, or it should be. It's not that it has to be, but why not you? You know how strongly you feel about this person. You know that you want to create a newfound relationship with them. You know that you see them as harmonious and beautiful, and that they can nurture you and take care of you ever so well. You see what they contribute to your life, and that they want to. I feel like this is somebody who lives for themselves and is, you know, completely 100% within their own right and their existence. However, they love you. They want to take care of you. They want to nurture you. They see it as a duty. When they look at you, they see, if you're a Virgo female, when they look at you, they see their queen. And they realize that journey has brought them to this point, because now they must dedicate part of themselves, much of themselves, to your happiness. Again, still being autonomous on their own, but wanting to truly contribute to your beauty, your strength, your shine, and not take from it. They want to contribute to it. And it makes them feel better in being a part of it. And another energy is vice versa. Whatever this person does for you, though, let them do it. I don't see anything wrong with that. Let's go ahead and get some goddess guidance. Don't be afraid. Trust the stirrings in your heart. If you feel like everything's going to be the same, baby, it will be. Salt, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. You know exactly what this is. Again, trust the stirrings of your heart. This is something that's going to transcend anything you could have imagined as far as a relationship, okay? Regardless of the situation, so regardless of what it appears like. Through your pain and through your hurt, through the ego that is causing some distance there, your hearts will bridge the gap. Subscribe to HK Readings if you haven't already. I'll see you for your June readings. Love you, Virgo.